What's going on, everyone? Kurt Weidner, Natural Pro Bodybuilder, here to do another equipment review. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is the Rogers Athletic Squat Pro, which is part of their Pendulum strength line. And I want to talk to you a little bit about this piece of equipment and why I decided to get it. For those who aren't familiar with me, I've been in the iron game for probably about 3 decades now. I started competing as a natural bodybuilder in 1997, and since that time have done in the vicinity of 38 shows, probably about half of which are pro shows. This past year, if you haven't been following along, I just made the decision to build my own home gym. What you see in this building is kind of temporary. I have a bunch of equipment in here. I have 5 more pieces of equipment in my house because I'm awaiting the completion of construction on the building that's going to go on this concrete pad here. So it's a 40 by 30 foot building that will be the final home for our home gym. Anyway, when I made this decision to build my own home gym, I pretty much decided if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have exactly what I want. There's certain things that I'm going to have, no question. I wasn't going to chintz. So one of the pieces of equipment, if you know me, you know I'm big on leg training. I love to train legs. It's my favorite part of my training split. And so I really like leg machines. And over 3 decades, I've been to a lot of different gyms and had the opportunity to use a lot of really cool leg equipment. Probably somewhere around a few years ago, I had the opportunity to use one of these pieces of equipment up in the shop gym in Manassas, Virginia. So that was the first time I got to use it. And then I believe it was last summer when I was in prep and we made a trip down to North Carolina and trained at the Fitness Factory in Charlotte, and I got to use it again. And I kind of knew that if I was ever going to have my own gym, I want one of these pieces of equipment no matter what. So of all of the leg equipment I've used, this is my absolute favorite. I think it's, and so for one, it does the best job of simulating what you actually do in a real squat. It's very complimentary, and it also has some versatility to it. So I'll kind of show you how this works. Get under here like this, okay? These are the safeties, and you can adjust the starting position. I have this to get the maximum depth. As you can see, you have articulating shoulder pads here. And what that's going to do is it's going to enable you to pretty much determine your line of action. So unlike a lot of other machines that are very set in their movement pattern, this has a lot of freedom to it. And you kind of dictate how you want to squat. So I'll just give you an example. You can get a nice deep squat. So first of all, the range of motion you can get on this, I can pretty much sit on my heels and get all the way down, all right? And this hasn't touched at the bottom. So some machines you can't get as good a range of motion, like leg presses are very hard to do that. So I can get nice and deep. Nice big floor plate. You can put your feet wherever you want to. So if you want to do more of a powerlifting style movement, move your feet back and wider apart, and get your posterior chain more involved, you can. If you want to do more of a bodybuilding style squat or even more of like a hack squat and put your feet in front of you to blast your quads more so that you're maintaining more of a vertical torso, you can do that as well. So you have the ability with this to manipulate how you're targeting your legs. But like I said, you can make this very similar to your squat, so what you do here is going to complement and strengthen your barbell squat, which ultimately should always be a goal. As far as versatility, some other things that you can do with it, I'm a big fan for posterior chain of split squats. I've always thought it's one of the best exercises for posterior chain. I've done split squats a lot of different ways. Smith machine, I have chains, I have a weighted vest. I've done them, free weight machines. So I just got this machine last week, and so this is the first time I had the opportunity to do split squats, which I'll demonstrate here. Simply just put a bench behind you, put my foot all the way forward, okay? of all the different ways I've done split squats, this is actually my favorite. This machine is awesome for it. I like it, you know, better than any other, basically, variation of a split squat. So that's an awesome kind of extra exercise. If you wanted to do, you know, kind of a backwards lunge where you're alternating, you could do that as well. Okay. And then the other thing that you can do on here, which I really like, and maybe you want to show the camera angle from up here, but these are great for good mornings. I've used other machines for good mornings, but putting your feet all the way at the back of the platform, kind of taking the knee bend out. Again, another great posterior chain exercise. So like I said, of all the leg equipment I've used as far as squat type machines, this is by far my favorite. Is it expensive? Yeah, you're going to pay for this machine, but you know, you get what you pay for. You know, in my opinion, it's worth every penny. So I mean, I absolutely love this machine. Couldn't be happier with the purchase. If you're not familiar with Rogers Athletic, the Squat Pro and their Pendulum line, I would encourage you to check it out if you ever get the opportunity to use one of these. It's absolutely awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram. Hope you find this helpful. Have a great day, everyone.